This is a video that's basically meant for you to be playing it in the background. I don't expect any of you guys to actively be watching the video itself, but you should be listening to this video because there's going to be a ton of value that you will gain from it. So I wasted 2 years of my life on the wrong side hustles and business models, and here's what I learned. I literally did everything when it comes to online business, or at least tried everything when it comes to it. I've tried selling stuff on eBay. I've tried even like Depop and all that nonsense. I've tried copywriting. I've tried many different courses just for AI automation for like YouTube videos and all this sort of stuff. And the thing is, I would try all of these business models. And by no means am I dogging on these business models. I'm sure they work for some people, but the main thing that I found from these is that I was stuck in a loop. Business idea overload. And it was basically me being like, oh, yes, this is the perfect opportunity. Let me stick to this. And then I would stick to it and do it for a couple months, fail miserably, and then go on to the next business model. And let me tell you, my friends, this is not the way you want to be doing business. Why is this? Because business is not something short term. It's really not something you should be grinding out in the short term. It's a long term game. That's how every business works. And if you're going into business with the idea that you're just going to do something for a couple months and it's going to work out instantaneously, I'm sorry, my friend, but you might not be right for it because business is going to teach you a lot of things. It's going to teach you delayed gratification. It's going to teach you why some things, good things, take time. And it's going to teach you that a lot of these business models do work, but you just have to put in the time for them to be able to actually work. Yeah, I've tried a lot of business models, and you guys are probably wondering, oh, well, okay, so what do you do now? Because I'm stuck in a similar loop as you've been in, and I'm trying all these business models, but I just can't seem to stick to one, or I can't, none of them are working for me. There is no amazing business model. There is no there is no one for all business model that's going to work for everyone. So, what you need to do is take your skills, and I literally want you to grab a piece of paper and write down the skills you have and try to come up with a skill that you can learn and implement it into a business model that you're interested in. So a skill that you could learn could be anything. It could be being better at persuasion, sales, marketing, learning, and really putting your interest into these sorts of things and really studying them will help you so much when you actually do start the business. Now, as far as what business model I chose e-commerce and it's been working for me. You know, after 2 years straight of constantly failing at every business, I got into e-commerce and literally didn't make thousands of dollars until a couple years later down the line after starting. But that's okay because these things take time. I basically sell a product. I'm not going to disclose what type of product because it would be a dead giveaway, but I have a subscription service for that product. And the subscription service itself gives me around $200 profit a month. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but when I was actively scaling this product, because products take ad money and so forth, so you know, at the end of it, I'm left with $200. But at the peak of it, I had $1,000 profit coming in. I've had multiple products that I've done thousands of dollars with. And literally, for me to get even more money monthly within this business model, all I have to do is just continue running ads and just getting more people onto the subscription for the product that I run. It's literally that simple, but right now I'm investing into all sorts of other things. But what I'm trying to explain to you is I found something that works and I'm actively using it to help propel my other business ideas and investments. So you need to do the same in the way that you find one business model, stick to it for a long enough time period, and eventually have it work for you. And then whatever else you want to do with it is up to you, but stick to it. The perfect analogy I want to put for this is like, have you guys ever played GTA 5 and you're on online mode? And it's gonna sound funny and it's really niche, but you're playing online and I remember I used to do those missions where you would literally like buy supplies and it's like some fake, I don't know, some fake like counterfeit stuff that your character would be selling for some reason, and you would have to buy supply and deliver it to some like warehouse or something. So you'd buy the supply and it would be shipped to like a warehouse and you'd have to drive it all over the map. I remember that being such a grind and people would always try to like blow up your stuff and all of that. I remember it being such a grind and you know the way that worked is effectively how business works. Like you're going to have some people who just don't want to see you succeed and don't want to have you start and they're going to try to blow up your stuff. But then you're also going to have your own grind to where you say, nah, screw these other factors around me. I'm going to make this work. You know, all these other things are going to happen, but the number one thing that I can ensure will happen is that I'm going to make this work. And you just continue and you continue your grind. And that's effectively what at least the GTA felt like. It was a grind. And so the same thing should be happening within your business. It should be a grind and you should enjoy the journey for what it is because once you once you reap the rewards of your journey, it's going to be also worth it. So, I hope that helps, my friends. If you found this video to be helpful at all, please give it a like and subscribe. I want this video to be shared to many people who are in your exact position, many people who were in my exact position, because many years ago I had to deal with this exact same thing. And so, please share it with people and try to get this message out there because I think it's really important for aspiring entrepreneurs to hear this type of stuff. There's so much negativity and all that within the space and so much bullshit and so many people that are like snake oil salesmen. But I really want to help people with this and I think we can really build a community that is focused on helping each other, you know, get started within their businesses and actually develop the skills that you need for business. And those are skills that are going to help you throughout a lifetime. So that's the main idea here. And again, if you have any questions regarding starting a business or which business model you think would be a good idea, feel free to put it in the comments. I want to see what type of business models you guys are aiming towards, and I want to see all the progress that you guys are consistently making in doing so. So that's all I leave you guys with for today, my friends. And yeah, just get started on that business and grind it out, my friends. Take care.